Hi there everyone, Anne here, and today I'm going to be doing a very quick under 5 minute daytime makeup look. I've actually got a stopwatch here, so I'm going to be timing this on a stopwatch to make sure that it comes in under 5 minutes. And I have no makeup on at the moment. All I've done is cleansed, toned and moisturized. And then by way of a base, I don't always use a base, but I thought since I was doing this morning that I would. I've been using this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It's an under makeup base moisturizer really, but it gives the skin a lovely glow and really moisturizing. So you've got a beautiful kind of moisturized palette for any base that you want to put on top of it. So I would highly recommend this. Now I've just put it on, so my face is looking a little bit shiny, but let's go. Under 5 minutes. Now I have to say there are a few products involved in this. So today I'm doing an under 5 minutes one. Tomorrow I'm going to do an under 3 minutes one, and then the following day I'm going to do an under 2 minutes one. And each one, obviously, as well as taking less time, will be a little bit simpler, but they're all daytime makeup looks. So without further ado, let me start my stopwatch and let's go. Okay, so first thing I want to apply is my base. I really favor the Le Beige by Chanel, particularly for spring and summertime. It's a liquid, just one pump on the back of my hand and then warm it between the fingers and smooth in all over the face. I know that lots of people like to use brushes or sponges to apply their makeup, but I am 100% in favor of using our fingers. First of all, you manage to get the product nice and warm between your hands and also give the face a bit of a massage while you're applying the product. But the other thing is, the fingers allow you to get into all of the little creaks and crevices and so on. But beyond that, I'm a real fan of hygiene around beauty and skincare. And I would always encourage, good hand wash before applying makeup, so you're not adding any bacteria onto your skin. But honestly, unless you are using your cleaning your brushes or your sponge every day in a kind of antibacterial wash, which perhaps many people do, I would definitely be in favor of the old fingers as an applicator. Base done, I now want to color correct the dark circles under my eyes. Now I'm quite pale and I have these very blue, kind of bluey gray circles under my eyes. So the first thing I like to do is just to dab a little bit, don't want to drag the skin under the eyes, but dab a little bit of I use this Pixi Peach color corrector under the eye, right in the circle, in the corner of the eye here, to cover any darkness, and then under the eye. Same on the other side. So just patting it in. I don't want to drag this skin under here, but just nice patting it, and then over the eyelid here to give a nice blank palette for any eyeshadow and so on that you put on. So that's the one I use. It's the Pixi Peach. On top of that, I want to apply a little bit of concealer. I use a NYX one for very fair skin, but again, just dotted into the circle under the eye, into the little bit in the corner where the corner of the eye hits the top of the nose, and again slightly over the top, over the lid, in here again, dab, and then over the top of the lid. I also like to put a little bit of concealer around the nostrils, where we often tend to get kind of redness and broken veins and so on. So put a little bit of that in there. And I have a really lovely age spot on just above my top lip, which I like to try and conceal a little bit. If it was one of these gorgeous old Hollywood beauty spots, I'd probably try and make a feature of it. But since it's just a horrific old age spot, I think I won't bother doing that. Now, a little bit of powder just to set this. I use Hourglass loose powder. Big buff brush, little bit on, dab the excess off, and then just round the face, Going very easy up under the eye. Laura Mercier actually do a beautiful under eye powder. It does seem a bit excessive to me to be buying a separate powder for underneath your eye, but I think it's even more finely milled, so less likely to sit in the creases and fine lines under the eyes. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Blusher. Now, contrary to what we were often taught in days of old, where it was kind of put blusher on the apples of your cheeks, the latest thinking is to put it much higher up on your face, a little bit of blush, just in a kind of nice circular motion. I'm using an Hourglass blusher, just a little bit of that lifting up and out. I don't know if any other women on here found themselves going out a bit like Aunt Sally in days gone by, but I certainly did, with like 2 little bits of rouge on my cheeks. Thankfully, those days are no more. Little bit of eyeshadow. I use a Chanel, I think it's called Sand or Mirage, this one is, just to give a little bit of definition to the eye socket. With this one, I will use a brush just to be very, very gentle in the eye socket area. Little bit of cream shadow. I find that as you get older, creams are much more gentle, much give a much nicer glow to the skin and to the eyelids, and less likely to settle than powders into fine lines. Little bit of liner. I'm using a Chanel one here, kind of a brownie, sort of dark brown color. I just do the outer corner. I think for me that's enough. This is a lovely one actually. It's a waterproof one, and I just using a different brush, just gently smudge it under the eye. It always looks so attractive doing this, I must say. And lastly, a little bit of mascara. Big fan of the Dior Show. Nice little bit of mascara. Keep it nice and natural. This one's nice actually because it curls your lashes while you colour them. I was going to say mascara them. A little bit of lipstick. I'm using Chanel Boy. It's a nice kind of quite a nudie, lilac-y nude, quite a nice modern colour. And a final little tip, if you want, a little bit of gloss in the middle, and that's it. 6 minutes. Didn't quite bring it in on 5, but close enough. And I do think if I hadn't been talking, it would have been right in on 5 minutes. So that's it. Daytime makeup. And tomorrow, as I say, I'm going to be doing one which is 3 minutes, and the following day, one which is 2 minutes. Whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a lovely day. Any questions, please post them in the bottom in the comments section. I'm just getting the hang of posting what I've been using, but if anybody wants to know, please just send me a message, and I do get back to you. I love to hear from people, so I will always get back. Whatever you're doing, have a lovely day, and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.